So they pivot. They decide, like, we're going to go big because they're men and they have huge egos, and they just basically rebranded Vegas, and then they took over Hollywood.
Sure.
So stay with me. They decide if we have to be legit, then we might as well do something serious about it.
Uh-oh. Like what?
They went big. Okay.
Like what?
Political.
Oh.
Well,
you stepped in it.
They went, right, here we are. Do you remember Peter Lawford?
Is this like how, hold on,
to?
I digress. Is this
What?
how like Hollywood has decided that they are the political mouthpieces and...
Is this how? I have no idea if this is how, but yes, probably.
Okay, I don't know.
This is one of the major, right, yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
right.
sorry, digress, go ahead.
So Peter Lawford, he's married to JFK's sister. So it's like, what, 1961, 1962?
That tracks.
So they go all in on JFK. The Rat Pack is backing JFK. So you would think it's going to be awesome and this is all going to work, except here's the rub. I don't even know why I'm bringing this up. Every idea I have about a movie I want to talk about, you don't remember any of them. So there's this movie called Black Sheep. It was with Chris Farley and David Spade. And long story short, Chris Farley plays this oafy, dopey brother whose brother is trying to run for governor of Washington.
Okay.
And Chris Farley basically sort of is this goof that just like can't help himself, but like fucks everything up. And his brother doesn't want to have anything to do with him. Okay. So same thing here. So the Kennedy...
JFK wanted nothing to do with him?
So specifically Robert Kennedy was like, what is happening? Like, I get these guys are famous. I get everything about it, but we can't let them into politics. They're unhinged. We can't do this with them.
But weren't the Kennedys a part of Hollywood too?
Not in the same way. I mean, they were associated with, but like Kennedys are politics. These guys are in Hollywood, not just Hollywood. These guys are just entertainers. And so the Kennedys are like, you're a wild card. We don't know what you're about to go do and say. So you can't go and do and say anything on our behalf. We don't trust you.
Image.
Right. So again, Bobby Kennedy stood up and sort of told the whole Kennedy family, enough's enough. Like, no way. And so as soon as that happens, I mean, essentially, let's be honest, Frank Sinatra is the one who got slapped on the wrist, like in public. I mean, he's now been banished. Bobby Kennedy, we're not associated with them, right?
Dang.
So now in public, Frank Sinatra looks like an ass. So Peter Lawford has to take a side because he's married to JFK's sister. So not complicated what side he takes. Yeah. So he's immediately out. He's like, we're done and done. And then Dean Martin sort of decides like he's out because if you remember when I said at the beginning, Dean Martin didn't care about legacy. He was sort of having fun. He was already famous and done.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
He wasn't looking for anything like Frank Sinatra was. So Dean Martin sort of just stopped coming around as much. Like had his wife at home, was hanging out with them more often. He was never the one who was most interested anyway. He just sort of buzzes off a little bit. Joey Bishop realizes at that time like his career's taking off in writing, and they never super respected the fact that he was the one that
kept them all together.
Whispered in their ear on stage and helped them out. Like he was their guy, and they didn't really love him. So he was like, "Fuck that, I'm out." So it left sort of Frank Sinatra and Sammy Davis Jr. And I mean, maybe they played together for a little bit here and there, but for the most part, they went back and just sort of solo grinded it out and kind of kept going. And just like that, it kind of
just fizzled.
Evaporated. Done and done. And I mean, if you think about it, it had to. It couldn't last. It was impossible because that's what made it so cool was the whole concept of like, they didn't invent any of this shit, right? Like I told you at the beginning, martinis were already a thing. Smoking cigarettes were a thing. Tuxedos were a thing. All they did was brand cool. And so they turned all of that into something America wanted because America was allowed to like be in the secret room, like Hamilton.
Yeah.
Right? Like in the room where it happened, right? That's what their brand was, to be in the room where it happened. And so when everything sort of got too branded and had to be, a specific way and they had to act and so on, right? And fit the grind. And then they wanted to get into politics. Everything fucking blew up. It had to blow up because it couldn't be cool for too long.
Yeah.
The arc was going to happen no matter what. It was impossible to not happen. They would have had to have said no every time to everybody that was in their face.
Right.
Always to try to keep it going as long as they could. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because the whole idea was about coolness.
Got it.
And that's sort of the good part, but it's also the sad part because like I said, it was built not to last. And here we are, 65 some odd years later, trying to like figure out
who
how
the Rat Pack was.
Well, I mean, yeah, for you, but also like how to recreate it. I mean, that's what people are trying to do. They always want to recreate this thing. What's next? What are we doing? How can we be cool? How can we be in? Right? It's the same concept.
I mean, I feel like we should just like let that have the moment, right?
No, I get
right place, right time, right people.
I'm completely with you. My point is I'm trying to tie it back into like why it matters 65 years later. I would argue that's why. We're always looking for that. How are we allowed to be in the same room as something while it's going on and feel connected, even though we're not allowed to be there? And that's sort of not like, Now we just
Listen
do
to
it.
a podcast.
Now, seriously.
Sort of sophisticated.
It's,
I'm just kidding.
no, that was a solid plug. But let me get like weird and psychological on you. All we do is we just do the same thing. We just hide
Well,
behind.
it's Instagrammers.
We literally just
and
we're doing it by ourselves now.
Yeah.
We're literally looking by ourselves and
Right.
swiping, which is bullshit. Because when it's in community, it makes it a lot more fun. So anyway, I digress because I'm an old Gen Xer. Yeah.
Well, I really do hope though the pendulum swings, right? Because we are so isolated.
Yeah.
Because of screens and AI and like it's just. We need to go back to community. And I think that's what the Rat Pack did, is that they brought people
Yes, they did.
together,
Yes.
right, to laugh and have a good time
Yes.
and have an experience.
Make you feel like being an adult was allowed to be fun again.
Yeah.
Because in the 1950s, being an adult was not, you weren't allowed to be fun. You grew up.
That's what you should name your new business, your new restaurant.
Being an adult is fun.
No.
What?
The Rat Pack.
The Rat Pack? All right, let's see what we can do. It's
I don't
probably,
know. Yeah, it's probably TM'd.
Yeah,
Anyways.
It's TM the hell out of it.
What fun facts you got for me?
Fun facts. Okay. I am ready with fun facts, but I have a quick fun fact about fun facts.
Oh, okay.
Am I allowed to do a fun fact about fun facts? And will that
guess.
count as one of my fun facts?
No.
I don't even know. Okay. For some reason, this was really hard to find fun facts. Like,
Really? Nothing like, ooh, that was interesting.
you know, I mean, Amanda, it's me. I found them. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
I'm just saying, for the first time, I had to,
Dig deep.
I had to go into deep research mode.
To find fun facts?
Yes. It was
Okay.
insane. So just bear with me.
All right.
But here we are.
Here we go.
Okay, number one. So Frank Sinatra didn't just headline at the Sands. Remember, that's like that
Right,
was the
right.
famous, like as a performer, right? He also owned a stake. He was a part owner,
Oh.
which I call bullshit on.
Why?
Because if you think about it, like, how do you do, if he's the performer, but then he makes demands about talent or like what he expects, then he's the owner that's going to vote for like how the performers get paid.
Yeah, I think
and
it's
whether,
genius.
I think it's bullshit. He can get anything he wants.
Nope. You
Yes.
need to have owners that have all spectrums
No.
of interest and what they're good at.
Okay.
Talent.
I think it's bullshit.
Well,
I think no one could check him. And in, by the way,
was he 51% owner? Probably not.
no.
So it's fine.
He left anyway.
It's
He left the Sands
fine.
anyway and went to Caesar Palace. So.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you know Caesar's Palace isn't really where Caesar lived?
Well, yeah, duh.
Well, I'm just making sure because you didn't know anything about the Rat Pack.
Wow.
Right.
Wow.
That was from a movie. Zach Galifianakis.
What?
No? The Hangover? Never mind. Okay.
Checkmate. Okay. Number two.
2. Here we are. Dean Martin's whole drunk persona, because Dean Martin always pretended to be drunk, but you probably don't
Was
know
he
that,
not
but
drunk when he stumbled onto
No.
Frank Sinatra stage?
He was not. It was fake. Mostly, he used to fill the little whiskey glass
Yeah.
with iced tea.
Huh.
Yes.
Okay.
Again,
That was a good one.
all for showmanship here. Like, this was the whole vibe, right?
I just want to act drunk and say whatever I want.
That's what I do.
Oh.
Right?
I mean, I just thought you were actually drunk.
Oh, wait,
I'm
okay,
just
wow.
kidding.
Okay, hold on. I have a super fun
Just
fact.
kidding. Okay. What?
I have a super fun fact. Okay. What wasn't fake, even though the drinking was fake, what wasn't fake, he would deliberately skip, like when they would do rehearsals, like when it turned into an act.
Yeah.
He would deliberately skip them, like on purpose, because he got pissed that the show would come off way too polished.
Oh my
and
goodness.
he was, so Joey Bishop was trying to.
I relate
right,
to him.
Frank
Here we go.
Okay, he
Yep.
was your guy.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep,
I love
here
it.
we go.
Okay.
Shoot from the hip. Let's go.
Yeah, boom. Who cares what it's going to be like?
Roll the dice.
Boom. Right. Okay. Number 3. Sammy Davis Jr. lost his left eye. I don't know.
What?
You lose your left eye?
Like it popped out?
Yeah, like broke his left eye. I don't know what the word is. Yes.
Ruptured?
In a car accident in 1954. Yes.
Okay.
3 weeks later, he's performing again on stage.
Wow.
Yes, that's how committed he was to this whole thing with like a brand new glass eye. So like they could like see 5 different ways.
Oh.
Which was really
Okay.
hilarious because, I mean, what the Rat Pack was probably 5 years later, but he was still at the time like learning depth perception. I mean, this is 1950, whatever.
Yeah.
Like it's not like today. So he was still figuring out depth perception with the glass eye while he was on stage, which made it even better because it was all fucked up and it was real. He really didn't know his depth perception, but people thought he was drunk or fucking around, right? So same thing as Dean Martin faking it. Sammy Davis Jr. wasn't faking it. He like had a glass eye and was just trying to fucking do the best he could up on stage. So there you go. Number 4. Okay. During performances, Joey Bishop would make sure he had index cards like full of jokes in his pocket in case the room started dying or they were losing the room because remember they were left it a little bit unhinged. Yeah. So he would walk around, like I said earlier, and whisper in their ears what to say. Oh my God, that was perfect. How did I not do that one? Good for you. Okay. I did it like 5 times and did it
You
shitty.
did,
You just
you
nailed
did.
it. How did I not put that together? Anyway, but I think that's awesome because he would give them ammo to sort of like, no, and they didn't use it right away. They just knew sort of how to like get going again.
Yeah.
Right? So that's why
cool.
that's why when it all ended for him, he was like pissed. He's like, guys, I kept you fucking going. Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
I was the show.
Right. Well, that's what happens. No. Egos. Here we are. Number 5, and I'm not even making this one up. This is the one. This is the one you want to know about. Okay. This was mobsters.
Ready.
Here we are. Okay. Frank Sinatra actually had a standing FBI file during his years with the Rat Pack. Yes, he did. Totally active file. The FBI claims Sinatra was under, quote, federal surveillance because of alleged mob associations, specifically with a guy named Sam Giancana. You could look this up. This is totally legit. So he would like travel with him, like internationally, go to mob events. They watch him perform.
Was Sam a mobster?
Huh? Sam was the mobster. Yeah.
Okay,
Sorry. Yeah. So like he had ties, but I mean, he performed for the mob like all the fucking time. So that's why they had the FBI file him, but they never found anything specific to like tie him to, which like, so he unofficially was a mobster, like you said at the beginning, so like it's legit shit. Like I'm not making it up, which does make total sense when it comes to like the whole Bobby Kennedy thing and why he wanted to have nothing to do with him, because if they knew, because they probably had information, right, the Kennedys, that he was, gallivanting around with Sam Giancana. Yeah. What are the Kennedys supposed to do, right? So anyway, that's the mobsters link to the whole thing.
All right. That was a good one.
All right. And finally, Peter Lawford, our man Peter Lawford, the hot guy, he was the one who like paid the highest personal price of the ending of the Rat Pack. Because after he got ousted by Frank Sinatra, then he was ostracized.
But was he ousted or did he choose that?
Sorry, you are correct. So he chose that, but then subsequently she left him. So the Kennedy said, "Get out."
Bad choice.
Yep. So he got double barreled here. Yeah. Because
That's no one else's fault but his own.
He was The Kennedys looked at him as responsible for letting the Rat Pack in the first place. So like it sucked. So
kind of.
Yeah.
I mean,
totally spiraled. His career never recovered.
Oh, well, we're sad
like
for
marriage
him.
Gone. Tried to get back in with Frank Sinatra's good graces over the years, but just completely lost his identity. Hey, thanks for listening. If you like this content, subscribe, leave a review, and share with us your episode ideas. We'll pretend like they're ours and pass them off as our own. If you like this short and want to watch another, click here. If you want to catch a whole episode, click here.